So we have this new Hunter Hunter game which I've been playing since the official global launch, which was about 2 weeks ago now. And I thought I'd do a quick little video here, I guess like a beginner's guide or tips and tricks sort of thing. So this game is pretty different to what I usually sort of play. But yeah, I'd say the three main things to get pretty far in the game, because I'm at chapter 15, which I think is pretty high in terms of story, but I'm not exactly sure where everyone's roughly is in this game. But yeah, I'd say I'm fairly high. It's getting a little more difficult now for me to do these sort of stages. I've been getting pretty close to it. But the three main things that I think are most important is mainly your characters, your memories as well, and also your playstyle in this game, which I would say the big three things to look for. So with the character set up here, obviously you got your leader and your three members. Now, your leader, you have to be very careful in who you choose, right? Because your leader's your main one you're going to start with, and also control. The three are just sort of, they attack on their own sort of thing, so just like NPC sort of thing, I guess you can call them. But yeah, I have got Kurapika here as my starter, which you can either use him or yeah, maybe Netero. I'm debating on switching them. The reason I've got Kurapika here to start with is it can actually show you the basic skills. I should be able to. So as you can see that he's got the blade there that or the chain there that obviously swipes around to protect himself. And when that obviously goes to max, so max Evo is like is it 5 stars you need, or I think 5 stars you unlock this part, and then Evo you get the next stage forward. But having this is such a really good, I don't know if I call it really good. Like I said, Netero's got a really good ability as well. But the reason I like Kurapika here a little bit better is, as you can see, it's a lot harder for the enemies to close in. And when you're playing the game, you obviously don't want to get damaged at all sort of thing. So that's why with him, it gives you a fair bit of space. But Netero does have a very fast ability with his shooting with the balls there, with throwing with the balls. So you can obviously pick both, but as you can see, it's a little bit slower until you start speeding it up to get to the Evo part. When you get like, I think it's 4 stars and above, he's very good. But for me, Kurapika's a little bit better to start with because he does have that ability to, clear out enemies faster, but also from a wider range, early on in the stages of the fight. Then your other support members, doesn't really matter too much in your support members, just any sort of good ones. So I've got them three there. I could probably bring Killua in, but I want to try and get a few more dupes of him first, because obviously evolution's a huge thing as well. And I don't really like it because it does use a lot of, a lot of dupes basically. So as you can see, for me to get the epic evolution here, I got to get another dupe of going here, and then also get 3 more copies of just the A1s. So these A1s are a little bit easier to get, so I'm fine with that. But getting dupes on these banners is very hard to get. Like I only just got another dupe of Kurapika, I think, once hit pity. So I mean, I got a lot of A1s, but for the S's, they take a lot harder to actually pull. Then also with my memories as well here, it doesn't really matter on terms of which ones. Like if you have different ones to me, that's perfectly fine. Like I've got a few S's here that I don't use because the other ones are a little bit better. But when you do it, just make sure you have a look if they're good or not. Like for example, the potentials here, I get plus 15% attack there. Every 400 kills, I get crit damage plus 5 up to 10 times. So this one's obviously really good. Plus I got the, I think it's the Epic 2. Yeah, so I get attack plus 25%. So just this one here, I get what, 40% attack buff. So that's obviously huge. Yeah, again, these are the ones that are still very good. But just make sure they're all fairly high up in terms of levels as well. I mean, levels isn't really the major part, but evolution is it. And also do this as well. Bulk evolve is just a lot easier to do. But yeah, they're the ones that I use. As you can see, I still have a few A1s here that they're still good. Like you don't have to get S tier ones. Obviously S tier are better, but getting high ranked A1s is also very good as well. So what else is there? Nen training as well is very important. Make sure you check this and do training outcomes. I usually wait for a few hours to pass and then I do it because you get a lot of good rewards. And meditate as well. I use a fair bit of meditate, so I mean, I'm not, since I'm a high level, I'm not really getting too much, but it was a really fast way to rank up. especially if you're really far in the story, because the more chapters you go ahead, the more XP you get. So, what else said? So we're talking about the main two there. I guess we can go into a challenge battle here, and I'll show you basically how I play. I'll do this evolve skill plus 3, 'cause I'm trying to get this one done. These challenge battles are also very good as well. I should explain that as well, actually. So the reason why these are so important is these scrolls here, right? So in your system reinforcement, which I do highly recommend leveling up. So I'm up to 13. I don't know if, not sure exactly what the 13 means. I think it's like the 13th step or something. But some of these, you know, this one, item recovery plus 250, 270. It's not a lot, but you definitely see the difference. You know, defense plus 24. There's a lot of good things here, and especially these ones on the side here. So these ones here on the side are obviously the ones I'm talking about here with the scrolls of mystery. So they're on there. For example, I get crit rate plus 3%. Battle aura pickup range 50%. Damage dealt. So it's a lot of really good ones. What was it early in the start? Yeah. So this one here is really good. So I get 1 refresh during skill section battle, which I'll show in a minute. Aura pickup again. So these ones are the earlier ones. They cost more going up. So I think at the moment my next one's 3 I need. 5 actually. I need 5 more. But to get them, you go in the challenge battles here anyway. I guess I could do this one here. But I'm trying to get evolve skills times 3 now. I can sort of show what I'm aiming for as well. Plus, plus I won't die because it's a little bit easier for me to show. So how I basically do it is, your skill selection is a very important part to start with. So I do have 2 skill refreshers, but I'm not going to show that just yet. So obviously to start with, since I got Kurapika there, I'm going to do increased sweep size. So the sweep size is, as you can see, the chain that he's using here. Now, another thing as well, which I learned early on. Actually, let's shoot another one here. So this one is like your supporters, I guess you can call it. So which one looks best here? So probably, for the stage we're on now, I usually like to do the fire arrows just because it spreads more on the side there. But how I was playing at the very start, because like I said, I haven't played these sort of games before, is I was just doing this right all the time, which you can do, but you got to sort of guide it, because as you can see, the enemies come in different angles and shoot from different places. So if I keep doing like this, there's a good chance I'm going to keep getting hit, sort of thing. So you can just quickly swipe, sort of thing, to sort of get away from it. Now, when you're doing these battles as well, make sure you collect as many as the green, yellow, or red orbs, because that's how you get these skills up as well, right? So this one here, I'm going to go for Gon here, get the increased slash size up again. Because with, well, I guess it all depends on, you know, how much damage you're dealing. And these boxes as well, pick up these ability boxes here. So as you can see here, this is really good 3 pickup skills here. I forgot what I was saying now. So Aura, see, this one's a bit of a tough one. I'm going to go Aura Gain for this one. I just remember. So when you're picking your skills, it also depends on the situation of the fight you're in, right? So at the moment, we're defeating these enemies fairly quickly. So instead of going for a throw count, which I usually would do if I'm struggling to like defeat the enemies quick enough, I'm going to go for Aura Gain here. So Aura Gain, I'm going to get more of the orbs here. The Aura Orbs. So it's going to be a lot easier for me to upgrade these skills. And then this one here again. So I usually prefer to go for recovery every 5 seconds. It's not a lot of recovery, but you can see I'm getting like, what, 200 health, roughly. I'm trying to look at my health and also play the game. So Aura Gain again. Yet again, the more orbs, the better. The poison is really annoying, which is why I'm trying to get my Kurapika get another dupe of him. Because he actually does remove poison once you get the evolve skill. So I'm going to go do his ability again, just because the sweep size is a little bit bigger. They haven't quite come and swarm me yet, so I might do the harder stage after this one, just to sort of show why he's really good at like max rank. So yeah, no, it's evolve. Yeah, you need the evolve state. And then I'm also going to show as well why I really like Kurapika as well, which I'm debating on saying is like one of the best units of the game. I'm not sure if I call him the best, but he's definitely one of. And I'll show you, not quite yet, when we get a little bit later on in the game. I mean, I can use it now, but I'm not struggling. So this one here, I'm going to go for damage dealt plus 5%. So doing this, I'm not, well, actually for this one I'm going to go for Gon again, just because of how close he is to getting these evolve skill up. Because like I said, that's why that's why I'm doing the same for that. So for this one here, I don't need to use my ability because as you can see, we're sort of destroying fairly quickly. I'm gonna refresh because I'm trying to get. Yeah, okay, we didn't get the Gon one. We'll go for this one. But since we're destroying her fairly easy, I'm not gonna worry about using any abilities. I could, but as you can see, we're not taking much damage. You know, this one here, you can sort of move around a bit more like I'm doing now, just because she just spawns out of nowhere sometimes, like that. Spawns right behind you. So this one, you can sort of just move around sort of thing. So we get there. We got fairly unlucky there, didn't get any others except for the Reaper one. So this one here, we got damage dealt plus 5% because that's covering more people. So this one here, we're starting to get more enemies, right? Organ plus 5%. So this is where I really want to try and get Kurapika's evolved here, which is not looking likely. This is probably the only bad thing that I don't really like about this game. So we have got one evolved there. So this one here is now evolved for Gon now. But we need Kurapika's one because his one is insane with his ability of chain and all that. How far are we at? 78%. So we might not get the 3 evolved skills, which does suck. So we got one at the moment. We have got Gons at the moment. So since you can see now, we're starting to get a little bit swamped now. I still might not use it because I don't think we're going to need it. But first I'm just going to show how overpowered he is, right? So you're going to use his ability. So if we had his evolve one, we'd be able to do this a lot easier. But you can sort of see what I mean, how important he is. So we picked up the box here again, so that's very good. Yeah, so this one we're not going to get the evolve skill plus 3, oh, yeah, 3 plus skills again, so I have to do this one again off camera, but I will do the harder one in a minute. Well, I guess I probably don't need to now, because you can sort of see what I mean about the more people come in, it's a lot easier to stay away. Where Netero can still do a good job, he can still keep them away, but it's not quite the same. But I guess with his evolve skill, with how fast he can throw, maybe he's the same as Kurapika there, but this one we actually could die. I hope not, but we are taking a lot of hits. Okay, we did win just. We just got that one. So I didn't get the Evolve skill plus 3, which does suck, and the rewards aren't really that great if you don't do the missions. That's why the main story is a little bit better to grind out. I could do the harder one. Should I or should I not? So Goto skill 5. I don't think I'm better get that done. We'll see how hard it is. So this is challenge 9. Okay, so that's 10 now. We have the fame. I don't know if I could even show that on YouTube. That's I guess I get it. It's not that bad, but if you've seen the show, you know what I mean. So the same thing. Since this is obviously gonna be a lot harder, I'm gonna have to sort of try and lock in a bit more of who I choose here. So this time I'm gonna do the confetti because it spreads out a lot more, so I can cover more enemies here. Same thing again. We'll try and upgrade that a little bit more. So you can sort of see Kurapika here is still doing good very early. He's keeping them away sort of thing. But we still need to get that evolved to max, which I sort of want to try and get to show in the video, just sort of show how good he is. But if we're going to get it, then I guess bad luck sort of thing. We have to... I mean, I could do more videos about this game later on. At the moment, this is just sort of a test run to see how people like it sort of thing. So what abilities we got there? We got some very good ones there. Make sure you go for them smaller boxes as well. Sometimes, well, most of the time they just only give you I was gonna say Zenny then until you use Dragon Ball. Most likely just give you, is it Jenny they call it? I think it's Jenny. So yeah, obviously try and get them the boxes, because sometimes it'll have an ability box instead inside. But most of the time it's just more money, which you don't really get a lot of it, so it's not that big of a deal. We're probably gonna die here because, as you can see, it's a lot harder even for me this stage. But usually getting rid of him, he's gonna give us, yeah, ability box, that's what we want. Well, ability change box, what you're gonna call it. So we're getting very good in terms of how high we're getting, like in terms of abilities here and skills. Go for recovery again. Probably aura again, but I want to refresh just in case. Yeah, that's going to help us out a little bit more. So, same thing. Now we're getting very low in HP. This is why I think he's the best. So now we're fully recovered already. Max HP is obviously going to be a little bit better. I could have picked there. Like now, I'll pick it for example. But this is what I mean. This is how overpowered he is. I mean, if you do die, you can do continue. I'm not sure for this one, because some of these challenges you can't do continue. Well, you can do it, but you don't get the challenge done. So I'm going to try not to use it, but I think I got a coin available in case I do lose in this one. So we're still doing pretty good damage here. There's only the second boss. There could be another 2 bosses here. I'm not too sure. So collect all them real quick. A lot of abilities. That's a really good pick up there. Yeah, this is really good actually. So we're taking a little more damage now. Go aura again even more. Because like I said, we really want to try and get some more levels up here. Go for this one as well. So Kurapika's getting close, getting his evolved state here. That's really good. So we've got to pick up that there. As long as a fishing rod, I think it is. Picks up all the aura on the field that's available at the time when using it. So that's obviously a huge pickup if you can find it. It's not rare, but I find them a lot rarer than I find the ability boxes and that. So yet again, I'm not sure exactly the percentage I'm finding them. Let's do a refresh here. Not the best, we'll do aura pickup again. Okay, we're taking a lot more damage. We'll go recovery again. But luckily, Kurapika comes in clutch again. So doing this is also a lot easier for me to go run around, pick up all the orbs. So you can see what I mean now, how overpowered he definitely can be with his ability. You know, he got us out of a real tight spot there. If we got luckier with the aura, the aura pickups there, we could have got really good luck there. I mean, we should still be fine. I think we'll make it to, we made it to the boss here. I'm going to be very careful here, because he will hit very hard if I'm not watching him very carefully. So we're doing a lot of damage, which I think we actually could beat him in this one. Yeah, we should win, but like I said, he does do a lot of damage to them, so we got to try and avoid, as you can see, avoid them at all costs if we can. So we're getting a bit unlucky on... Yeah, I'm not too sure if we'll win this. Like I said, I do... Oh yeah, we will. I was just a bit worried there, because if they all hit you at once, it's pretty much GG. You can use a continue. Wow, so we only got 1 done, which... Yeah, you need 3+ skills. And go to score. I didn't worry about that, but... I mean, we're gonna get 400, so I guess I can do a quick multi on the... on this banner. By the way, summoning on these banners, the premium ones, are very good. Obviously, summoning on these ones as well, the high memory ones and that. I recommend watching the ad here to get the free single summon for the the A rarity one. So let's see how much luck we get in this one here. I won't skip it just in case. Obviously, we're aiming for an S here. So an S, the letter here will go gold. So I don't know if you get fake outs in this game. I haven't quite done a lot of summoning yet. So it doesn't look like we're going to get anything good here, which is fine still. Like I said, the good thing about getting all these that are fairly mid is you can still evolve them to become better or help you out more. So, for example, now go evolve here, bulk evolve. Sometimes... Yeah, so we're getting very close here. So if we get another memory of this gone here, we can get him to 3 here, which is going to be a huge thing to get him up to. But I think that's pretty much the whole beginner's guide done. What else did I talk about? There is, I guess, these quests here that I can do videos about. These quests here for the Alucard's request here is a little bit harder to do. I don't know if I can show all of it here, but most of these you can do. Like, I think it's very easy for anyone to get up to 800, but to get to 1200 is a lot harder, but you're going to get an S rank character, so it's a huge win if you can get to this. which I should be able to this time. I mean, I guess anyone can do it. It's just for me, the thing I'm struggling with it now is the exercise here. So this isn't reinforcements, these ones here. So I need a lot of money to get all this, or a lot of Jenny to get all this. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video about this beginner's guide here. If you guys have any more questions about, certain tips and tricks on, how to use your energy right, or stuff like that, or who to summon for, leave a comment down below. Like I said, I may continue this series, I just thought of a few videos just to start off with, and if they go well, I'll continue it. If not, I'll still play the game regardless, but I'm not too sure if I'll continue the series just yet, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.